When planning applications are approved for housing, local authorities very often want to be able to claw back some of the planning gain for the good of the local community, typically to pay towards affordable housing and towards local infrastructure requirements like schools, roads. On small sites, it's often felt to be very disproportionate, especially for one-off houses for self-builders and custom builders. And so NaCSBA, the National Custom and Self-Build Association, put to government the idea that asking individuals, very often people who are building in order to be able to achieve affordable house, it felt very unfair and disproportionate for them to have to pay often several £1,000s towards other people's affordable housing. We asked for an exemption and the government listened. They introduced in 2014 a written ministerial statement that created an exemption from Section 106 contributions. These are town hall stealth taxes to fund infrastructure and affordable housing. They gave an exemption for small sites of 10 units and under, or 5 units and under in a rural area. It means that most self-build and custom-build projects on small sites are exempt from Section 106 contributions. Not long after having secured the exemption for custom and self-builders and small sites, 2 local authorities challenged the minister and the High Court ruled in their favour. Suddenly, the exemption was lost. The government were frustrated that their intentions to support custom and self-builders had been prevented. So they decided to go to the Court of Appeal and they duly won, reintroducing the exemption. Now, in September 2016, only a matter of months after the exemption had been reintroduced back in May, 2 appeals decisions decided that local plan policy overruled the written ministerial statement, throwing the whole thing back in the air, meaning local authorities can once again charge Section 100 contributions on small sites if they see fit to do so. If you're planning on building right now, then I'd be talking to the local authority about their approach to Section 106 and whether they're likely to want to impose it on your planning permission. If they're saying they really want to impose it, I would seriously consider delaying their application or appealing the application, because shortly, on the commencement of paragraph 159 in the Housing and Planning Bill 2016, the government will be introducing legislation that backs up that exemption, and that legislation will be more significant than local plan policy, which means the exemption will once and for all be settled.